harsh, right?
Yeah, holy shit.
Like, considering at the beginning of this, how we thought it might have taken her aback to hear that about Cirilla, that she's then talking shit. I just thought, she didn't necessarily have to go that far with it. Like, whoa, you could have backed it off a little bit and just been like, isn't that better than a delicate woman? But no, she went like full 9 yards.
Well, she sold it. I'd say that she sold it.
Is 9 yards a long distance?
9 yards?
Yeah, whole 9 yards. Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
that is the thing.
Okay.
9 yards is 27 feet.
Oh.
A yard is 3 feet. 9 yards, 27 feet. Whole 9 yards. I don't know. I think that's a football thing. I can't say for sure, but I think it's football.
I think there's a movie called it. I don't know. Anyways.
Definitely.
So, at this point, Tyler gets a little suspicious because of the dress. Like, it's the confessor's dress. And she points out her short hair and that, I just fucking took this. She wasn't wearing it. I just grabbed it.
You kind of look like one of those magic people. So, I don't know that I'm willing to risk it. At least he had the sense about him to ask the question. If the guy is already planning on raping her, I don't think that much would have dissuaded him. But that thing, the fact that she could be a confessor, at least gave him pause.
And if they were anywhere else, like literally anywhere else, I might have been like, why are you so quick to be like, that's a confessor dress? But they're in the confessor's palace.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, you've seen, like, statues of them around. Like, you know what they look like if you're there.
Well, the dress is a thing. It's a specific dress.
Right. I'm just saying, like, if they were in Tanamura and they had a prisoner wearing the confessor's dress, you maybe wouldn't immediately be thinking about confessors before you raped your fellow prisoner.
Oh.
But the confessor's there. Yes.
Okay,
yes.
I understand. Yeah. Yeah, there's a good chance that one might be around because the place is literally named after them.
They live here.
Well,
they
did.
Yeah.
Drink.
Oh, hey! You know what?
Oh, yeah, it's totally time.
Weirdly, it's time for the beer break.
Perfect.
So, today we are drinking, and I'm pretty sure we had this one last year, the Double Chocolate Milkshake Stout from the Rochester Mills Christmas pack. It's good. It tastes like chocolate frosting. And it's 5.75%.
It tastes like chocolate frosting.
You can. They had to have mixed it in there or something.
Oh shit, it does.
Have you ever had like a yellow cake with chocolate frosting on it?
Yeah.
I think those are bomb, and that's what it makes me think of.
And you don't like cake.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
She much prefers brownies.
Yeah. So like that doesn't remind me of a chocolate on chocolate cake. So I know it's called double chocolate, but it just makes me think of chocolate frosting, which goes on yellow cake.
Well, now we know. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, this is really good. So I am going to take a few to enjoy this. Well, Jade is too. I suppose I should share.
Yep.
Christmas and whatnot. And we'll be back right after this.
And we're back. So, Tyler asks Kahlan what she did to get beheaded. And she's like, I'm innocent. And they all laugh because that's what everybody says.
Well, we're all innocent.
And it doesn't convince Tyler, though. She puts his hands back between her legs, and we all know pussy can be rather persuasive, so he shuts up about it.
Never.
Yeah, maybe a little.
I'm sure she was really twisting his arm there.
Yeah, well,
in a way. Shit. She kind of was. Well, moving on.
So she reiterates that she wants them all one at a time with the other men at a distance so she can feel safe. But she wants Tyler first. And I mean, I felt like that kind of went without saying, because you're not going to be like, oh no, now you need to leave and somebody else gets the turn, because he's the biggest one.
He's the biggest. Yeah. Exactly. It's like prison rules, kind of. If you're friends with the biggest guy, then you're safe.
Yeah.
So she's going after the biggest guy, so she can be like, he can kick anyone here's ass. I'm good.
Right. So as much as Kahlan hates the idea of all of this, she starts wiggling against him, and he's like, all the lofty ladies are whores underneath. But he killed the last whore that didn't follow through. So even though Ranson told them not to kill her, that doesn't mean she won't regret it if she, backs out at the last minute.
Yeah, he didn't say anything short of killing her.
Yeah.
So
I feel like even if you do go through with it, this isn't not great.
No, it could get much, much worse for her.
Yeah, I know that was like self-explanatory, but obviously now though we know that Ranson gave orders about her, and it wasn't to keep her safe. We knew he wasn't really worried about keeping her safe, but also that he was super busy last night.
Yeah, oh yeah, he hasn't stopped since the first time he saw Kahlan. He's been at work.
Yeah. He's been like, we gotta go put out invitations, and I gotta fucking murder a dude, and I have to go talk to the people in the pit. This is a full fucking night for me.
Gotta bake a cake. And need time for beer. So Tyler pushes the other men away again, and I liked how easily he can do this. He has to be huge, because a couple of times in this chapter, he's like, all right, fuck off. To like 10 guys.
Like the beast.
Just gets him out of the way. Yeah, he's got to be massive. Apparently, Kahlan likes the big guys.
Yeah, well.
But the rule still applies, and I'm guessing Richard is bigger than big guy. Well, Tyler. Big guy Tyler.
Probably.
Big Tyler.
So, Kahlan requests some kissing first.
Well, you gotta have foreplay. That's part of it.
You should.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, Tyler goes along with this because he's like, all right, yeah, you're right. You being a little horny does make this go a little bit better. So he agrees that she can have a little bit of kissing, which honestly is, I don't want to say nice, because you don't want to call somebody who's going to rape somebody nice, but it's nicer than I thought he would be, I
don't know. Some of that kissing got pretty intense.
Yeah, no, it does. I'm not denying that. I'm just saying, I would think that most, it's because she's cooperating, I'm sure. They're like, okay, we can make this last longer, but most of the time, we're like, shut up.
Yeah.
Do the thing.
I'm guessing that somebody who is about to rape somebody isn't super open to taking requests.
Yeah. Or how you feel about it, really.
Right, because rape.
Yeah.
So, yeah. No, you don't want to say he's being nice. He's being tolerant for, like, a minute.
Yeah, because I'm just saying, like, logically, even if she's like, I just want to enjoy it, she's not going to enjoy it for the next 10 guys. We know this. She's not going to, so you can't really keep that, like, facade, I'm just doing this to enjoy it, give me kisses type thing up, because you're not enjoying it.
No.
We know you don't really want to be here. I get that's not the play that's happening right now, but logically, that's all I'm saying.
Right. So as Kahlan struggles to handle feeling Tyler touch her and knowing what's coming, she's also frantically searching for her magic. This is like the perfect opportunity to get her hands on somebody, and she knows that.
Yeah.
She could, unfortunately, almost not avoid touching him, especially right now. So, But it did make me think, we have talked earlier about if Kahlan didn't necessarily have to use her hands, like if you just touched Kahlan, and then she could use her confessor power.
Yeah.
So, like, this guy going after Kahlan, obviously, he's grabbing her, and then she could use her power on him.
Yeah.
And then his mind was ruined by the pussy.
Yeah.
She's got him.
Yeah. Well, he wouldn't be the first,
It's like a parallel to every single human, in a way. Sorry.
You're fine.
As that thought unfolded, I was just like, oh no, this is good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, I have something here. So all this is making her whimper and cry and moan, and Tyler just gets encouraged by all these noises. He's like,
She's digging it,
yes.
man. I'm good at this.
I'm doing the thing well.
As she spreads her legs further, because, big guy, she thinks about how right Ranson was about stripping her dignity from her. Like, he made pretty quick work of it.
Yeah, he wasn't lying about that. He didn't even really have to do it. Obviously not himself, but she kind of did it for him. Like, you know what I mean? She didn't get raped, so it wasn't like the guys, like, took it from her. She's, like, willingly giving it to them, which is better, because she's in control of it.
Right. Well, yeah, I guess that's where it is. At least she's in control of the situation a little bit.
Yeah, but yeah, this is not exactly where the mother confessor probably pictured herself, like,
no,
8 months ago.
So she realizes that even though she can't use her magic, she's got to follow through, right? Because they're going to kick the shit out of her. At the very least, she's going to be raped. And then after that, they could beat her almost to death. But they won't kill her. So no matter what bad thing happens, her lights aren't going out, and she's just going to have to live with it.
Yeah, and I would assume that even if you do cooperate, if you can't get that magic back, you're probably going to get beaten anyways. Let's just be real.
Yeah. So she starts to give up, but she remembers that her father told her to fight. So she is about to give up because it's pretty fucking hopeless. And she remembers that her father once told her to fight with every last breath. So she rallies like a college co-ed. She gets back in there.
Puke and rally.
Puke and rally. Oh, wow. That brings back memories I won't repeat here.
So Kahlan wonders if Richard would hate her for this, but then she knows that he wouldn't. He would just not want her to feel shame for it because he knows how it feels. He's gone through this shit before.
Yeah.
With the whole Netta situation. So she decides if she can't confess this man, then maybe she can with the next. Or the next. She's gonna keep trying.
Yep. Giving up is not an option. So Kahlan does what a lot of people do in desperate situations. She prays. And then she immediately takes it back. She says, the spirits haven't helped her ever before, and they weren't coming now. No matter what she does or how much she begs. I mean, shocker. But Kahlan is at the point where she's like, fuck all of the worthless good spirits. So, I'm not a religious guy. I don't believe in any of it, and it's fine, and I don't disrespect people who do. That's just my view. So, praying doesn't really have a whole lot of weight for me. Kahlan, however, lives in a world where we know for sure that the spirits are a fucking thing. In fact, you've been there. You have talked to them. They've spoken to you directly, and they've helped you.
Yeah.
So, I mean, obviously, we live in two different worlds, but if I lived in Kahlan's world, where I actually, no shit, spoke to a spirit, I wouldn't be doing that necessarily. Maybe prayer doesn't work without a specific type of magic. But at the same time, like, I don't know, man. I wouldn't be talking shit just now.
I get where you're coming from. I think maybe she's like, well, all I got was really kind of not great news when I spoke to Denna, the good spirit, quote unquote, the good spirit.
Right.
And I had to get rid of my boyfriend. So now I'm here. I'm in a bad situation again. And guess who can't fucking show up? So, no. Done.
So fuck him.
Yep.
I mean, I get it. I'm not saying that I don't understand. I thought it was a little different when she goes, fuck yeah. Because they do exist.
Yeah. No, I think maybe we're just catching her on a bad day.
That is fair. That's fair.
So she begs Tyler for just one more kiss before the bad thing.
The bad thing.
He finally agrees, and she knows this is her last chance. She puts her hands on either side of his neck and releases her restraint, even though she can't feel the magic. So it doesn't feel like normal at all, but she's trying anyways.
So I am happy to say that it fucking works. And there is thunder without sound, or a boop Whichever. I haven't decided yet, but I kind